electric. Dubs up with my crew. Sports are so eclectic. Feels like dreams come true. Soccer fields are calling. Football in the air.
Welcome back to another episode of the Roll Brook podcast. I'm your host, varsity football and track athlete Eddie Devins. Today we have a guest from a sport very near and dear to my heart. So I'm excited to dive into it, and I'm going to pass it to my host, Ali Safani.
Hey guys, I'm Ali Safani. I'm a track and cross-country athlete, and I'm excited to welcome Josh
Puknaitis.
Thank you.
Also known as Puck.
Yes, thank you.
Hello, what's going on?
What grade are you in, and what sport are you currently in?
I'm a senior. I play football right now.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So we're going to change things up. Usually we do the fun segment more towards the middle, but I want to try something different. We're going to have it the very first thing. So for you today, we have some word puzzles for you to try and solve. So
Do you want me to give it?
pass those on over to him. See if we
See
could
this.
show them to the camera at all or something.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Y'all see this?
Can we get zoomed in
Yeah,
on
get
that?
a little zoom in. Pass them the other one so they can show it to the camera.
Here's the other one.
There we go. And we're gonna give him a little timer, and he's got a few minutes to solve as many as he possibly can. I'm gonna give him, how much you wanna give him? 4 minutes?
I'd say solid 4, yeah.
All right.
All right.
You should,
We're gonna give you
should have
4
some
minutes.
options.
Do you need a pencil? You got one?
Yeah, I got one. I got
got
one.
one?
All right. I'm gonna start the timer in
What
three.
do you mean? What do you mean solve it? Like what? What
Those
does that
are.
mean?
Do you see that they are little like riddles hidden within the words, and you got to find the meaning?
Yeah.
So find the meaning of that little like word puzzle, and we're gonna give you 4 minutes to see how many you can get
He's like, oh.
out of all of these. All right.
All right.
You get it or no? You want me to show you one, for example?
Yeah,
Here,
yeah.
hand me that, Allie.
Here. I'll do this one.
Here. So this one right here,
Okay, wait.
it's read, and what is it between? To what?
The lines.
Read between the lines. So it's that.
All
And
right.
so just,
Should
you got it. It's
should I
that.
get- This one's easy.
Got a few minutes.
All right. Ready, set, go.
Fans shout out our name. Victory in our hearts. Rising to the fame. Dubs up. We're here to play. Track and baseball, tennis all day. Dubs up. Volleyball too. Golf and swimming, we're coming through. Wrestling on the mat now. Cheerleading our theme. Gymnastics in the spotlight. Living out our dream.
I mean, I don't get it.
Come on. That's one of the.
reference. It says get it
It's
5
get
times.
it. No, it's 4 times.
Four
That's the
times.
point of it. Get it 4 times.
Ah, I get it.
I don't get it. What do you want me to get?
Say it the other way.
Instead of get it 4 times, it's 4 times what?
Or get it. All right.
There.
Forgive me.
We have a little input from our off-screen buddies over
From
here.
the twins on off.
Do you guys get any of this? Are you kidding me? This is come on. This
Come on,
is
look at
horrible.
number 2.
Look at
Look at number 2. What is inside of it?
Blackjack.
Honestly, I'll give you like
that
half credit.
But
Jack,
is Jack? Where
in
is
what?
Jack?
Jack in
Jack
what?
Black. What? Jack in the Black? What?
Jack in the what? What is the shape he is
All
inside of?
right. Jack in the Box.
Oh!
There we go.
Bro.
Every score we're making, fans shout out our name. Victory in our hearts.
There we go. You guys hear it? He is out of time. Can you do us a solid and count how many you got across those sheets?
And then when you're done, pass them over.
Okay. 1, 2, 3,
You didn't
4,
get the
5.
water bread.
Yes, I did.
Water blood.
Yes, I did. I got
I'm
that
giving
one.
him that.
Okay.
I got Planet.
No.
Oh.
You just said it. Just saying it doesn't give you it. I hate to break it.
So, like, I got. All right. How many is there?
Oh, you didn't do the back one. Here, give them a minute to do the back one. the number one.
Can you find the mistake?
Give him a minute. Here, I'll set a timer for
Here.
that one.
No, this one he does not need a full minute on. Show that to the camera real quick for me, Puck.
I hate you, Eddie.
Why do you hate me?
Because you're making me do
We'll
this.
give you 30 seconds. Or
Yeah,
30?
this is purposeful. You know,
Yes,
I feel
it is.
targeted right
I
here.
selected this
Okay,
solely
30
knowing you'd be
seconds
on
to
this
do it.
podcast.
Starting
On
now.
the mat now, cheerleading our theme, gymnastics in the spotlight, living out our
Can you find the mistake?
Time's
Oh,
up.
He got it. Buzzer beater.
There you go.
Buzzer beater. He gets it.
He got it.
So
on
how do
the
you
buzzer.
feel about this segment,
I
Puck?
feel good. I feel great. I think I did my sport justice with this, and I think
Really did it like a football player.
I
Take that as you will. That's not an insult.
yeah.
As a football player, I'm saying you did it as
Okay,
a
you wanna
football
pass them
player.
out?
Yeah, yeah.
Here, I'll count up how many.
Yeah,
Alright.
count up, and you can count up while we
Got
move on to the
back
next
on.
thing. You just count them up. I'm going to move on. To move over to a topic of discussion, have you thought about playing football in college?
I would like to because I just love football. I've played football my whole life, but I'm starting to get to the stage where I feel like I got to move on and like kind of continue my life after high school. Some of the guys I've played football with are some of my best friends in the whole world. I don't think anything would ever come close to that. Like playing with a bunch of random people that I don't really know isn't the same as playing with some of you guys.
Absolutely. And you say move on to your life after high school. What does that look like for you? What college? What major? Any dream jobs?
Well, I'm trying to become a paramedic. I'm in a course to be an EMT right now, and I'm passing that. That's the only class I do good in. So I'm trying to work my way towards that. I'm trying to go to COD because it's easy to get into, and you know they have a program over there. And if I want to play football, might play football over there.
They're not bad, especially at their level. I think they've
No,
won a
they're
few
definitely not.
championships in the past decade.
Yeah, so
So I could definitely see that. I could.
sure.
And let's say football pans out. What is the dream school you'd want to play football at? And then if that goes well, what is a dream pro team you'd play on?
Pro team.
Like dream
Like,
NFL
yeah.
roster. This guy knows a lot about pro team. Let's not get it
Yeah.
twisted.
I kind of would want to stay like somewhere local, you know. I got family. I got things to stay here for, and I think like somewhere like NIU. It's not the best school, but I think that's a really cool school.
Don't disrespect NIU.
That's what I'm saying.
Harvard of DeKalb. Harvard of DeKalb.
Sorry, NIU fans.
Our number
I'm an
one runner
NIU
going there,
fan.
D1.
Yeah.
NIU fan, and they did beat Notre Dame, so greatest team in the nation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was awesome. They had a blocked kick to win the game at the end of the game a couple weeks back, and then lost to Buffalo
Oh,
the following week.
good.
Lost to Buffalo. After
It's
beating
like the Bulls sometimes.
Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois beat the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, and then lost to Buffalo. How? Couldn't tell you. But it happened.
This guy loves college football.
I love college football, and I'm wearing an Indiana
Yeah.
quarter zip. They are 6-0
Are they
with
really?
a chance to be in the college football playoffs, which is awesome.
That's impressive.
Dream Natty matchup, Dream National Championship matchup. Give me Army versus Indiana. Army versus
You
Indiana.
know, aside from that, that looks like a turtleneck. You should zip that up.
This is
the
not a
whole way.
turtleneck. This is a quarter zip.
Look,
not-
unfold it.
Even if I unfold it, doesn't change that it's a quarter zip.
Zip it up all the way.
It's a zip that goes a
You don't
quarter
want
of
to
the way
zip it
down.
all though.
Nobody. I'm not Steve Jobs.
Zip it up all the way.
I'm not Steve
You
Jobs.
look
I don't
nice.
need to. I don't need to zip
You look
anything.
nice.
I'm okay.
Nah, but I think a pro team.
What?
You said pro team, right?
Yes.
I'd have to say, staying in Chicago would be cool. You know, the Bears that, hey, they're coming back.
Yeah, they are on the come up.
They're coming
I'm
back.
as a Detroit Lions fan.
All right.
I root on the downfall of the Chicago
Enough
Bears.
of this guy.
Absolutely, but I cannot deny that with the pick of Caleb Williams and a couple of very good off-season acquisitions. They have a top defense in the league and an offense that once they put it all together, they can do something with. So I think playing for the Bears would be awesome, but go Lions. And I don't know. Next segment.
Okay. We'll carry on. I know you're you're an involved athlete. What other sports do you play here at Roll Brook?
I used to throw. I ended up tearing some stuff in my shoulder, so I couldn't really throw anymore. But I'd like to get back to wrestling. I couldn't wrestle last year either because of the injury. But I'd like to get back to wrestling. I think out of liking the sport, I like wrestling more, just because it's more like a personal thing. It's more fun to me. But I think that's really the goal for this year, to get back to wrestling.
And how did you said shoulder?
Yeah.
How did the shoulder affect your overall everything relating to sports, school?
It was a lot, because it's just a lot of like PT, doctor's visits. I supposed to get surgery after the season. It's been coming up on like a year and a half, so it's been rough. I've been pushing through the season, but I'm feeling good about it. You know, it's starting to get to a point where like I can do like more things with it. Other than that, I'm a dog, so it doesn't affect too much. Need I say more?
I suppose not.
I don't think so.
Yeah, as somebody, I've been around you for a very long time. You've dealt with your fair share of injuries, from your knee, your leg, your shoulder, as you were just talking about.
Yeah.
Which one would you say was kind of the hardest to come back from or deal with?
Probably when I broke my leg freshman year, because I was up playing on sophomore, starting both ways as a freshman, and I had never played like a skill position before. I played linebacker, and one of the most. I wish I still played linebacker.
If you didn't break your leg, do you think you would have tried to, stay at the way
absolutely.
you were at?
Me and you at linebacker, that'd be a dynamic duo. No,
that would
but
be disgusting.
I think that, and it was like 4 weeks into like high school, broke my leg. I like missed a bunch of school, and just didn't really like do anything, talk to anybody. It kind of was just, so like the whole like first semester pretty much was cruising through.
Yeah, it's a rough way to start high school, to say the least.
And you guys were COVID year, right? When first
Year after COVID
year
year.
after.
Like we still had masks on.
We did have masks on in school. That was a rough era for me. I'm not the same person I was.
Okay.
But speaking of injuries, and it requires a lot of recovery. Allie mentioned protein unintentionally earlier, and that does loop back to
Love
that.
protein.
That you do, Puck. That you do. But football is a grueling sport. You've had to deal with injuries. What does an off season look like for you in terms of working out and recovery? Walk me through that process for you.
Like a day to day.
Yeah, outside of as if you're not doing wrestling.
I mean, I try and stay pretty vigilant with my workouts. And I try and like eat the best I can, because I just like seeing growth, and seeing that progression day to day gives me like something to like stay motivated and like look towards to, besides like school or whatever else I have going on. So just eating right and like staying in the gym helps me like, stay going.
What's your go-to meal on a cut versus on a bulk?
That's a good question.
On a cut?
Chicken rice.
Yeah, chicken
That's
broccoli.
a safe bet.
Chicken, broccoli, rice. Too much of that, I'll meal prep that. But on a bulk, are you talking about like dinner?
I mean, I've seen some of the. Give us a couple of the infamous Josh Puknaitis bulking meals that everybody knows about.
Can't mention some.
Yes, you can.
But often it consists of maybe about like a pound of some type of meat. Like I'll chef up some mean ground beef, and then just lather it in like butter, and and it. I don't really mess with that healthy stuff, so I really just be forgetting about like.
This dude's arteries are crying.
Yeah. And I'll top that off with some milk. I love milk. Try and drink about half gallon to a gallon a day. Some strawberry milk. Can't get enough of it.
How much does your diet run you on a monthly?
Well, why you think I got a job?
Fair. Fair enough, man. I can't argue with that. And going from off season to in season, last season had a very, very good record. You guys finished at 7-2.
Oh, yeah.
With losses to Niles Notre Dame week 1 and then Downers Grove South, both of which games that you guys were in, and head into playoffs, strong record. What is the environment like for that home playoff game versus Yorkville? How did that? It was crazy weather, cinematic kind of thing.
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
That was awesome. I just remember coming out feeling absolutely amazing. Like the whole season, like it was the first game of the season. So hyped up. Our team was going crazy. We had Gebhardt last year doing the pregame speech, and then I just remember because I was going against like a Harvard commit DN the whole game.
That guy was a stud.
He was an absolute stud, but this stud locked him up. So I don't want to hear no type of comments about anything, but I thought it was a beautiful game.
Results don't lie.
Results don't lie.
And if you didn't, maybe the result of the game wouldn't have been a victory.
Oh yeah, playing left tackle, backside, quarterback's blind spot. Hey, I get it done.
Position to play.
I get it done.
It absolutely is. And with that big win, it unfortunately led into a week against Hananiga that did not go the same. Ended up losing that game pretty badly. What would you say the team's biggest struggles were in a game like that, and how did you guys work at them in the off season over the summer and even going into this year?
Well, as an offensive lineman, I thought we did terrific that game. But I think as a team, I think playing in the morning and just that far away kind of threw off our mojo a little bit, especially on a grass field. The transition was hard. It was rough to get back into the groove that game. So I think just like on a cellular level, our team wasn't like clicking.
Do you think, game coming up this Friday to clinch a playoff spot, you guys play Leiden on a grass field. How much of a difference do you really feel that makes, not only for your position, but skill positions, linebackers, quarterbacks?
You're a lot slower on the grass. It just doesn't translate well, if you don't got like the proper, like you kind of need different cleats. It doesn't move over the same. Like it's just a different feeling.
That's something that our coaches did a great job of last year. They had a bucket of thicker cleats so that we could get more traction, because that's what makes the biggest difference, is that most cleats nowadays are engineered for an artificial turf field, and for that reason they're shorter, they're different widths and everything, and it's not really something that is made to translate over.
Oh yeah.
With that being said, we're going to do a little switch up into that.
Ooh.
And not a fun switch up. We already did that part. Oh, well, I guess I could tell the results from that.
Oh, yeah, you could announce the results.
Forgot about that. Okay. This one had 9 questions on it, 7 out of 9.
Hey, that's a good ratio. Giving himself a round of applause over there.
This. I don't know what this one is.
Belong.
Ah.
It's a long B,
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did he get on? That was the 7 out of 9?
This one had 12 on it. He got 3 out of 12.
Little bit
Little bit
less successful, but it happens.
If we do the math on
I'm
that,
still
really
proud.
quick.
I'm still proud of that. You gotta think. You gotta think of
That
the-
one's a 25%,
This
and
one
the other
he
one
got almost, or if you round it up, an 80, 70
Hey.
or 78.
So-
an 80.
That's
So 80 plus 25. That's a cool 105.
But that is not how math
Out of
works.
200. Out of 200.
Out of two. Yeah, but that's still almost 50% in total. Don't check yourself out in the camera. Stop doing that. I've caught him doing that several times. He'll just look into the camera and he'll give it a little
so you
stare.
got 47.
Yeah.
Ooh.
10 divided by 21.
I'm happy with that. I think I did phenomenal.
I
thought-
mean, you're right in the middle of the bell curve, so
Yeah.
can't complain about that one.
I mean, if there's a curve,
He's an average
there's
guy.
a
I'm in the
physics
curve.
on
He's
there.
just
in
an
the curve.
average dude when
in
it
the
comes
curve.
to this intelligence.
Anyway, so actually switch it up. So what I
What
was
is-
going to say.
Sorry.
No, you can go.
Speaking of football, you get your fair share of penalties, as do I, as does everyone. You
Hey.
maybe a little more than
Hey.
everyone.
Oh.
Hey.
What is one
Oh,
rule
no.
that you would change in football?
I can't say.
Oh.
You can't say.
Can't say anything.
What's one rule I would change? I think linemen should be able to catch the ball, throw them out, put them out on a route. Let me cook up. I'll smoke any linebacker DB out there.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that.
I think I'll run a mean route, and I'll go out there. Boom.
The only problem there is you might have $1 million move. I've seen your hands. It's a 10-cent
No.
finish out of you.
No,
It
this
is.
guy doesn't know what he's talking
It
about.
is bouncing off your hands, sounding like throwing an egg at a brick wall.
Oh, God.
It's gonna just slap that ice cube for me real quick. That's what it's gonna sound like.
I
You're
don't
not catching
think
it.
that's-
I hope it picks up.
Do it right by the mic,
I'm
right by the
catching
mic.
that.
No, not
Not against the table, against your hand.
Hold on.
There you
Yeah,
go.
just like that. You're not catching it. I'm locking you up
No, you're
the
not.
mic.
No, you're not.
so
No,
unfathomably
you're not.
hard.
No, you're not.
Anyways, to switch up on that, is there a top compliment that you've ever gotten in relating to sports?
Top compliment. I think, like, very nice.
What?
No, like,
Sorry.
Like, wait.
like,
Oh,
oh, there goes
prop
the
that
football.
back up.
Like,
Oh.
I mean, more so, what is?
Put it up straight.
Um, there you go.
Oh my fuck.
You are on camera. This is not just an audio podcast. We do have hopes of, speaking of just being an audio podcast,
Yes.
we have hopes of trying to get this onto Spotify at some point in the future, which I think would be awesome.
Yeah, Roll Brook.
Would be something that not every
Thumbs up.
school has the
Not every
opportunity.
school has this.
Not every school has
Absolutely
this awesome environment that
This
we get to
awesome
put
studio?
ourselves in. We have a little studio. This is a real background, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of this,
Yeah.
this whole table
This is all real.
It's just
You
that
hear it?
you guys
Listen.
can't see it. Look at that.
That's a real table.
Real right here.
We're all
Everything
sitting
is
here
real.
together.
And
It's happened.
we do hope to get it on Spotify, see if that's a possibility. And I'm excited for it.
Oh, yeah.
We have a lot of places that this podcast can go.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. I'm sorry.
Do me a solid. Keep the shirt over the belly for now.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
But for the compliment, it's like, what in relating to sports? Like, has anyone ever told you you work really well with your team? Like, relating to sports.
Oh, for sure. I think
Not just nice.
primarily about like work ethic. You know, I try my best. You know, and I'm not gonna roll over. I'm a dog in there. It's as simple as that.
I mean, yeah, man. This dude is a self-proclaimed dog.
Yeah.
I don't know how to respond to that, truth be told, but hey, this guy's a dog.
Yeah. I mean,
And
need I say more?
he need not say more. He need not. Speaking of injuries, obstacles, things like that, you guys had to overcome an obstacle last year that a lot of people fortunately have the pleasure of not having to overcome. And that was the loss of one of our own linemen, tackle, Sean Presley.
Yeah.
And what do you think that did for your chemistry and your bond for the team?
I think that probably brought the team closer than it ever could have. You know, after that, I've connected in more people on the team that I never thought I would in a different way, and it's just beautiful. I mean, you know, I love everyone on the team, and I really don't think anyone would have. What was I saying?
See something like that coming, maybe?
Yeah, I don't think we really saw it coming, and I think, you know, it just kind of hit us, and it definitely was real rough for the team, but I think we got through it, and for sure we're closer, especially this year too. It definitely translated. I think that the bond on the team with some of my teammates, it's just different than before.
It's really finding a silver lining, so to speak. It's finding light in a bad situation.
Yeah.
And while it is something horrible, it has enabled everybody to really grow closer, and it allows everybody to also not take anything for granted. Because, I mean, we know it as seniors, time is limited. We have one guaranteed game left, and then we have playoffs. So you just got to take advantage of every moment, from just sitting in the team room, having team dinner, or even playing on the field.
You never know when
you never know when the last moment is.
With anything of that, but to carry on though, hold on, I lost where I was at.
We're running out of time here, so
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
you want to wrap it up for us today? Change it up a
I'll
little?
wrap it up. Okay. So I would like to mention before we wrap up everything, we do have a Halloween episode next week.
In costume, might I
costume.
add. In costume. This guy was Beast Boy last year, if I'm correct.
I was.
Whole face green.
Were you actually?
Showed up.
I was green for about 3 days.
Showed up to school the next day, face still green.
I work at a nursing home. I mean, they were more than scared. They were horrified. I mean, I walked in. You know, it's a lot of face-to-face contact with them. And,
Yeah. I'm sure they must have been a little traumatized.
yeah, show up completely green. They don't know what's
They
wrong.
must have thought like
They didn't see it
scarlet
coming.
fever coming back or something. Man.
Oh yeah, they made me wear a mask. They
They
didn't feel
thought this
safe
guy
around-
had leprosy. They thought he was riding
They
away.
didn't feel safe around me.
I wouldn't.
No.
Oh,
fully
maybe I
green.
can send a picture to him as reference.
Yeah,
Get it
we'll
put up
put it
on the
up.
screen somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Anyways, once again, thank you so much to the sporting cast, to the folks behind the scenes. Don't get enough recognition. We got Mr. Sullivan, Mr. Hohen. We got the twins, Aiden and Nadia, behind the cameras. And for all the camera work. What? All the camera work and the editing for them. And most of all, thank you to the viewers for tuning in to another episode of Roll Brook Podcast. One last question. What's up?
dubs
Dubs
up,
up.
baby. Let's go.
Thank you guys for watching.
Feels electric.
Oh yeah.
Dubs up with my crew.